Hey guys, welcome to monthly reading. We're gonna see who's coming out. Coming out! Oh my goodness, Leo. All right, Leo. Wow, that's actually quite interesting that Leo came out, guys. With what Leo represents, with the strength, the courage, stuff like that. Yeah, it's really interesting, guys. It's just fascinating, all right? So we're gonna get some animals for you guys. I hope you guys have been well. All right. A sense of accomplishment, maybe. Sense of achievement, maybe, coming out the other side. Could be a deal. All right. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. We're going to start with that. We've got the hawk here. All right. Hawk represents companies. They're saying foundations, okay? Anything with a system, a hierarchy, a structure, broader perspective, broader approach, eagle eye, you know what I mean? That's the sort of symbology, having a view down upon everything that's going on. Heat-seeking missile, apparently, for somebody. All right, could be a deal. That's a really interesting symbology that's making me laugh. Okay, which I'm actually really glad about, guys, because, mate, it's just, oh my goodness. I'm glad we've got the humour. We've got some humour here today, all right? We've got, oh my goodness, we've got the swan here, okay, which is in reverse. Now, okay, someone just said the not so nice aspects of self that could be involved, okay? If that's the case, this calls for self-reflection, okay? Self-reflection is key regarding anything of that nature. Otherwise, swan normally represents a significant partnership, a romantic relationship, things like that. It's normally a bonding of two on an intimate level, right? It doesn't seem to be within its power for some reason. We've got the lamb here, and I feel like, now that's interesting because it's in reverse, but Spirit just said achieving good growth. Okay, so I'm unsure what that's talking about or who that's talking to, but the lamb normally represents, growth, springtime vibes type deal, but the fact that it fell out, okay, looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving. Okay, so that's interesting. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, so I hope best be on your journey. All right, so that could be a deal. Getting back on top of your game, perhaps, for somebody here. Achieving good results through either lack of social media or interaction. There's another interaction. They're saying intuitive forces are at play. Okay, so you may have some intuition regarding this, which is actually quite interesting. We've got the wolf here. Wolf can represent actual doggy dogs. It represents going it alone. It can represent things such as family pack, wolf pack type deal, territory, possession, refusing to apologize for somebody here. That's interesting. Okay, that could be a deal. All right, it's making me giggle, and I don't know why. Mate. There could be some sort of they just said catastrophe avoided. All right, so there could have been something there, okay, that may have been worth giggling at. You know what I mean? Someone here, keep your wits about you. All right, so it could be a bit of a deal. All right, we're going to get an angel card if this is you. Take your time, but hurry up, apparently. You may be feeling that way, all right? Now, there's really, it normally isn't any, rush with these things, but when Spirit says take your time, hurry up, sometimes you'll be feeling that way, or sometimes, that's a encouragement, move along, shove along, right? Oh, we've got blessings of abundance. How exciting, guys. So the goods are coming in, or there's good things coming in, all right? It's an abundance of, it could be anything. It could be financial, okay? It could be, someone just said wanderlust in reverse. Okay, so that could mean detriments to overcome involving trips, travels, visits. That's interesting, okay? But there's a blessing in disguise here, and whatever that is, it's anybody's guess, but we never really know. Like, we never know if we never go, right? It's a deal. But change is apparently, all right? And getting back on top of your game is key to the situation, okay? And is paramount for somebody here. And yeah, it's a deal. It's a deal. So just take it as it comes and be true and authentic to oneself. There could be some sort of lack of belief or, you know, having trouble getting the, you know, the beliefs up as such. And this is a genuine struggle, guys. Like, you know, this can weigh us down. They're saying fortuitous events and stuff like that, which is like, oh, what do you call it? Fortuitous. It's something that's fortunate. You know, things that have happened, which is a blessing, right? We may be feeling unsure of ourselves regarding something, or something else needs to be done before we can achieve something here. All right, so have a good look at those things. I just heard Christ Consciousness Grid Activate, which I only just realized, guys, that's from Archangel Metatron. All right, I had no idea until the other night, and I'm like, oh, it's from him. All right, so when that comes through, right, that's Archangel Metatron. Not always, not always. Wait a minute, what's going on here, guys? It's still connected to him and sacred geometry, right? Blessings precede this very moment, all right? So this normally talks about a challenging aspect. Oh, wow, speak your truth is on the bottom of the deck, guys. We may need to speak up. Communication may be key. Believe and succeed in reverse. Now, this is Six of Swords deal, okay? This is self-acceptance is key to the situation to move away from the past regarding something, okay? With it in the reverse, it kind of feels like, okay, they're saying challenging times are over, and they're still saying looks can be deceiving, guys. So this is upside down reading. You're just going to have to deal with it, okay? Because that's the way it's coming through. All right, so change is apparent, all right? And looks are deceiving. We've got spread your wings, okay, which can involve trips, travels, journeys. It's normally my travel by aeroplane card within this deck. Taking off a cosmic link, a divine cosmic link is installed for somebody here. Now, this is interesting because I still don't know really what the hell that is. It could be higher guidance. It could be a higher knowing. It could be a connection to higher self type deal. It's something of that nature, all right? But change is apparent, guys, regarding this. And there's positive communication coming in for someone. Okay, righting the wrongs of the past, trying to fix oneself and better oneself. Self-improvement, that's a deal. And the best is yet to come for someone. All right, so that's cool. We're going to get another story, guys. Oh, my goodness, I just can't believe it. I'm feeling a bit of a sensation in the head, guys. This is an interesting read, quite different than the standard, like than the usual, right? It feels, I don't know whether you guys can notice, but it feels different to me. Refusing to accept oneself may be an issue or paramount here. It's coming through the word uniqueness, unique. I've got a sensation in my heart chakra, and it feels like burning. There's a burning up aspect here. It's like time for change, burning up the old and the new, bringing in the new, right? Transformations, transformative processes here. For someone here, it's been a long, drawn-out process, right? But we're getting back on top of our game now. We could have achieved what it is we wanted to regarding a situation, or figured it out, right? I'm getting like that figuring out of a puzzle there. Okay, logic as well. It's that's a key word there. Now, we just had a whole stack of cards fall out, so we're just going to try and deal with this. Oh, I'm getting a heart, there could be heart pain involved regarding this, or it's like a heart chakra activation. It's very heart-based and throat, okay? So communication, self-expression, authenticity to oneself, stuff like that. So we got the Three of Wands here, which talks about hopes and dreams for the future, knowing where it is you're heading, okay? Taking off maybe for someone here after the appropriate assessments, reassessments here for someone. That could be a bit of a deal, but generally speaking, this is about visions, hopes, dreams, and seeing where it is we're going, okay? And it's like kind of like that riding off into the distance and riding off into the sunset deal, okay? That could be involved. We've got either lack of concern, or we've got concerns dropping now. The Nine of Swords normally talks about, you know, sleepless nights, worries, anxieties, stuff like that. Refusal to accept your self-worth. That could have been a deal as well, guys. And that is difficult. It is so difficult. That's actually quite a mission. It's it's top of the line in the challenges, right? To accept your self-worth, all right? Because there's a fine line, they're saying, between pleasure and pain, and I'm hearing that song, right? But it's self-acceptance is key within this situation, and knowing who you are and what it is you can achieve, and knowing your worth within a situation. We've got the Five of Wands here. Talks about, okay, they're saying verbal disagreements, so it may be involved, even though there's another card for that. But this is like, you know, everyone's in the action. There could have been fights, or I am hearing words such as lawsuits, stuff like that, right? But everyone's in the action, right? Everyone's blindfolded apart from one bloke, and they're swinging their sticks around with no bloody regard for anyone else. Thing is, right, wasp nest up here, and they're about to make it 10 times worse for themselves, right? So the guidance here is to take a step back. These fights seem to be, it's in its power, right? But looks can be deceiving. Oh my goodness, guys, this is amazing, this reading. But if you need to take the step back and just see clearly within the situation, take the time out necessarily. I mean, oh my God. That's necessary. Oh my goodness, blah, 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 bubble an idiot, right? You may feel like that. Now, I don't actually care, right? Because I stuff up words all the time, and I couldn't give a rat's ass. Everyone's just got to put up with it, right? But there's a reason for that. There is a reason for that. So if that spoke to you in any way, bloody get on top of your game, mate, and see what it is you can do to achieve good results, right? Or remove yourself from a situation. We've got the Five of Cups here. Five of Cups talks about regret. I did just see discipline within a situation, maybe possibly to remove yourself, or discipline within a circumstance here. With the Five of Cups upright, it's normally talking about loss and sorrow and stuff like that, focusing on what we've lost rather than what we've actually got. Okay, now ebb and flow just came through. Tides of changing, and the tides of change, they're giving me like seasons are changing too. Could be a deal. Things are worth considering or reconsidering and worth looking at, okay, involving something. We've got the, oh yeah, this is worth reconsidering and looking into, right? We've got the Four of Cups. Four of Cups in reverse here for someone. I'm picking up heartbreak, heart pain. Okay, this is the card of emotional boredom. All right, could be a deal. When we're emotionally bored, right, this is kind of like the time to revisit things, and sometimes we do actually tap into this sorrow, loss, heartbreak, you know what I mean, on the emotional levels. Past reflection, reflecting upon the past here for someone could be a deal. There's a detriment, or could be a detriment, to overcome with the constant revisiting maybe within the mind. And they just said precious resources as well. So I'm not quite sure what that's talking about. A gift from God. So that could be a gift from God, okay? Focus on what's good in your life. Perhaps lighter, to feel lighter days ahead, removing the dense and stuck energy. Okay, we've got the Queen of Pentacles here, which can represent a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. All right, feminine energy. If it doesn't represent a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, we're talking about someone who's a feminine energy, who's got their 2 feet on the ground, is financially secure and stable, right? There could be mystery afoot. Regarding something. Okay, so let's have a look at these things. Or time will tell. Time will tell things too. We've got Temperance in reverse. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. It may or may not apply. But this calls for, okay, they just said balance is restored. Balance is restored. Okay, so that's interesting. There's some sort of balancing out of either energies, masculine, feminine principle as well for someone. That's interesting. But Sagittarius, growth and expansion. This could have been involved in the mix in some way. I'm seeing a recipe, and could have been a mix of all sorts of things, okay, whether it be good or bad, but it's a recipe, and it's a recipe for disaster. For someone here, I'm so sorry, but something's a recipe for, I don't know what they're talking about, I'm just delivering messages, right? But I felt like I needed to apologize there. Recipe for disaster. Okay, so let's have a good look at these things, and it might not be as bad as what we're fearing or thinking or feeling, okay, but everybody's going through their own jam, so figure it out, all right? If that's you. It's so funny. It's making me giggle, guys. I just feel like someone might be taking life too seriously, maybe, or you know, it's about looking at the bright side of life if you can. We've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles normally talks about an independent woman, okay, and Beyonce always comes through her song Independent Woman, all right, but mystery surrounds this, or there's something either not quite right, or you're getting back up on your feet, okay, being able to put appropriate steps, and it's precision, okay, and making sure that you're building for the future, basically, future stability, independence. And they're still playing the song, you know, all the women who are independent, throw your hands up at me, right? It's a deal. But change is apparent here. Change is apparent, okay? There's still mystery afoot. There's something going on, mate. Like, you know, I know these magnifying glasses, and it's like, oh, having a good look at these things. All right, there could be mystery surrounding this, all right? But better days ahead for someone as well. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, taking a time out, I just heard. Wheel of Fortune is, oh my goodness, bad luck in reverse. Okay, so bad luck that doesn't seem to be within its power, all right? Now, for somebody here, I feel like the cogs might be a little bit jammed, all right? They're showing me either a build-up of grease. Yeah, it's a build-up of grease. They're showing me clogs. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, there could be a bloody Dutch influence here, all right? But it's cogs, right? And they're zooming in on that. Oh my goodness, I'm just cracking up. And it's got a build-up of grease. Like when it gets, you know, grease. I don't know if anyone's got bloody, you know, knowledge in this, but when you've got the grease gun, right, and you put it on the thing, right, and you grease or whatever, it does, you know, and the cogs move or whatever, if there's too much grease in it, it's like it drips, it collects, okay, and it like collects dust, it collects crap, dirt and stuff, right, depending what industry you're in, and then it like all collects and it's like clag, all right, that could be a deal. It's yeah, it's a deal, okay, so there's a resounding or a resounding influence here to clean up something. It could be one's act, personal responsibility here. Defying the laws of karma. Now, I don't know what the hell that's about, but that could be a deal. There might be something involved there which wasn't quite right, or maybe something was, I know this sounds really weird, guys, but re-scripted. It is like karmic scripts being re-scripted for some reason, for higher learning and growth. Wow, well that's reassuring, just saying. So everything's supposed to be for a reason, all right? They are saying karmic law activated, and I don't know what that means, but we're just going to have to deal with it and take it as it comes, do the best that we can within the situation. We've got Empress, all right, which is in the reverse. This is the card of Taurus. It's Taurian energy. It may or may not be involved, but this talks about mothers, okay? And I just heard the mothership has landed, okay? So it could be a deal in some way, all right? I love this language. And it talks about abundance, nurturing, future growth and potential, apparently, for somebody here. Yeah, things are changing around, turning around here. This could have been something to do with an interesting aspect in some way, all right? Whew, free will is installed. We've got solar plexus chakra there, and it felt like willpower, or there could have been some sort of giving away your strength or your power, not saying no, could have been a deal, something like that, okay? So try to bring that back in, okay, if you can, and either do something else, try something else, have a good look at something. Try not to let others take your power as well, okay? That's a big deal. So we're going to do some Ascended Masters. What's the time? 18 minutes. Oh my goodness. Clear and shield your energy. That could be a deal, okay? So get on top of that. This is about self-protection, okay, on whatever level, and it's a deal. It seems to be, okay, it's in the reverse here for someone, but this is about taking time out necessary to be able to achieve, taking a proactive approach for somebody, to not let anyone harsh your mellow, to better one's circumstances. I'm picking up like on solar plexus and heart chakra, guys, so they seem to be linked, like they're linked up, right? So look at this. Okay, look at this. So what solar plexus and heart chakra stands for, obviously we've got the love aspects there, grief, sorrow, loss, stuff like that. And then we've got solar plexus, which is, you know, willpower, and someone just said masculine energy. And they're saying the law of cause and effect as well, which is actually quite interesting, and balance has been restored. Okay, so be at peace and rest in peace. That's how it's going. Oh, wow, rest in peace. Oh my goodness, guys. So that's interesting terminology there. We've got to see the other person's point of view. We may have been able to achieve this, we may not have, all right? But there's some sort of understanding forming here, and they're showing me, this is interesting, they're showing me bright white light energy. It's almost like, okay, someone just said smoke screen, but it's bright white light. It is almost like a smoke, but it's like a mist kind of, and it's coming in from everywhere, and it's like forming a ball, like, and it's just drawing it in, and the ball's becoming brighter, right? And then I feel like bringing that into oneself is key to a situation. So symbolically, whatever that bright white light is to you, okay, whether it be whatever in your life, like seriously, bring the good into your life, bring the light into your life, guys, if you can. I just heard the word firefly and firefly in reverse. So firefly symbology, like distractions, it could be involved. So it's got that mesmerizing aspect. Yeah, not being distracted or getting back on top of your game now. Okay, and it is almost coming through like a focusing upon the light, guys. All right, wow. My head just went, oh, okay, guys, oh my goodness. All right, so there was a retrieval of information there. It came through the top of the crown chakra, right? And it felt like a little bit of a head spin, all right? So, you know, you might feel this too. Someone could be going through a crown chakra activation. Could be a bit of a deal, right? Self-acceptance is key. Tolerance, the word tolerance is coming through. That could be a deal. I'm just going to have a sip of water, guys. Take it as it comes for somebody. We're going to do some dream interpretation, guys. Oh, I've got the giggles real bad. Sorry. I've got the giggles real bad. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. All right. Communication. I wasn't expecting that. We've got falling. Okay. So you can pause on this imagery, see what it is that you can pick up with your own intuition, okay? This could be a deal. Okay. First things first, seeing the light of day, okay, for some reason. Oh, wow. I thought the fish was coming out of the water, right, but it's not. It's actually a guy falling into the fish's mouth, right? So we've got a bit of a Jonah going on. Okay. There's some sort of pursuit here. And I'm seeing scales, but it's coming through as like lizard scales. So the reptilian side of the brain, perhaps. Fight and flight deal. Worst nightmare, maybe fearing the worst. This is like coming down to, you know, fears of things as well. Like, you know, I almost got like, you know, fear of falling, hey? Oh, yeah, no, that's fair significant there. So fear of falling, making the wrong decision maybe. This is fear. It's heavy fear clearing, right? I don't know why, but bloody Fred Durst is coming through, right? So you could be a fan of Limp Bizkit. Could be something like that, mate. Could be a deal. Self-acceptance is key. Dropping ego, acts. All right, and you may be noticing this inside of yourself. You could be more sensitive than usual, right? Refusal to accept one's purpose or one's, it could be, you know, not in the highest good as well. Like it came through as like self and then hyphen-ish. So it's kind of like a self-ish purpose. So it is coming through as like self-centered or doing things because you want to. Now, whether that's on whatever scale, there's nothing wrong doing things for yourself, right? But I mean, we could be viewing this in other people's lives. I'm not sure what scale it's on. It could be both. And it's really funny because every time I say scale, I hear fish scale, right? And then I see the scales of Libra. Okay, so that could be involved, like the balancing out of things, all right? And fear. And someone's worst nightmare has been resolved. Okay, it's been resolved, case closed, and we're closing the book on that, all right? So it feels official, especially with that Libran energy, okay? Just take it as it comes. Do what's right for you. 24 minutes, we're just going to get one more card. That one. Blessing. Oh, isn't that nice? There's a finger of God aspect here with the blessing. So please pause on this if you want to, pick up stuff and have a good look. It's amazing, this imagery, right? Finger of God has come through. Divine blessings are installed for someone here. Everything happens for a reason, all right? And don't get down about it, okay? If you let yourself down in any way, this is just self-learning, self-growing. Try and try again, they reckon. It's really coming down to self-healing, which is actually quite interesting, guys. But there's some sort of divine touch, divine assistance here for someone. All right, so keep the hope alive. Wings are installed. Okay, so wings are installed, whether that's talking about like legit wings, angel wings, airplane wings, birds of a feather flock together, mate. It's a deal, all right? So take it as it comes. I'm really picking up on Samson. And this guy is like just Samson all over, right? And I'm seeing him, like, if you know the story of Samson, guys, I do use religious symbology because Christianity has been a massive part of my life, right? So I'm seeing Samson, all right, with the pillars, right, and pushing the pillars, right, had enough, okay? And this could be a blessing in disguise. Oh my goodness, oh, that's great. That's very reassuring, okay, because sometimes it's really hard. And it comes back down to tolerance, okay? Tolerance of people, tolerance of yourself, tolerance of the situation. That could be something to learn. That could be a life lesson, okay? It could be difficult to be able to achieve here, but something's happened here, and I feel like it is a blessing, right? And someone just piped up and said, rightfully so, right? It's an acknowledgement of one's self, one's willpower. They are saying things like ego, and ego is a detriment to overcome, but good things come to those who wait as well. Okay, so there's many messages in this. Divinely protected, divinely looked after, being true and authentic to oneself, even through controversy, right? Or, people, it's even coming down to you're being true and authentic to yourself, even when maybe your social circle or family doesn't agree with it, okay? And that has been, that's a big struggle, right? But that's a deal. This is authenticity. Authenticity is key. And they just showed me one of those certificates of, authenticity, and it's like the real deal, mate. This is what goes up, right? So watch out, world. Look out. All right, but good things are coming in, and they're saying again, good things come to those who wait. All right, so getting back on top of your game here. Willpower, divine willpower, and they're saying that this is installed. Mozambique is coming through for someone, and I don't know why. So that's interesting. It could be some sort of significance there. This tile mosaic as well, which is actually quite interesting considering the similarities. Mosaic, and it's kind of like, you are like, I'm really picking up on someone here who, it's quite symbolic, like you are a masterpiece of broken tile, mate, and don't let the man get you down type deal. They're still saying blessing in disguise, and it's about that significant masterpiece, and it's like throughout your whole life experience of like symbolic broken tiles, a bit of this, a bit of that, experiences that we've gone through, things that we've put up with or whatever. Something's really changing here, guys. We're really coming into our own, and it's about perception as well. Perception is key. I mean, you can look at a mosaic and go, it's it's a whole stack of broken tiles, right? But if you step back and embrace the whole thing, all right, they can be a masterpiece. Some mosaics I've seen just blow me away with their beauty, and it's just mesmerizing, guys. So no, it's it's coming down to beauty, and you are beautiful, okay? You're beautiful. All right, so keep on trudging, keep on trucking, right? Do what needs to be done to either heal or readjust, reassess something here. I'm just gonna, someone just said law-abiding citizens in reverse. Okay, this could have been like groups, gatherings, social deals, social injustice here for someone. Okay, so it could have been a deal, apparent. Keep your wits about you, right? Keep your wits about you. Divine blessings are coming in for someone. Oh, that's a hell of a lot of cards. We're not going to take them. We're on 29 minutes, guys, so I better hurry the hell up. Just saying. Okay, so communication is key, or it could have been a challenge. All right, we could have had difficulties with this. Getting back up on top of our game now, perhaps. It feels like the past is over, done and dusted. They're going like this. All right, just breathe. The initial shock has hit. Just breathe, all right? Just breathe through it. We've got detach, which we may have had to do regarding a certain situation. We may have felt like we're in a symbolic winter time here. We've got crown chakra and it fell out upright. This is a divine giving, a divine blessing. Everything happens for a reason, they're saying. Tolerance and self-tolerance. All right, we've got confront, our shadow self, okay, not so nice aspects of self. This could be connected to childhood wounding or past pain, past trauma. We've got share the love, which is a blocking of these things, and it could have been for self-protection. Right, it could have been so you can get yourself sorted and feeling better regarding the situation. We've got reach out, which could have been a deal as well. So there's some deep healing going on, guys. All right, and we, if you need help regarding this, if you're going through a really like dark time, dark night of the soul, please, reach out and put appropriate steps in place. If you need a mental health plan here for someone, if you need to go do that. Okay. But for someone here, it's almost like they didn't have to reach out because they put the appropriate steps in place inside of themselves. Like this is kind of the symbology. We've got well-deserved reward and it fell out in the upright. This is fantastic. Things are paying off, guys. The inner work's paying off. Normally this touches us on a financial level. Stand in your ground, mate. I'm really getting that bloke up there, and Peter Pan efforts could have been involved, right? Thinking outside the box for this one, right? Going with the flow for someone here as well could have been a deal, and challenging times to be able to stand up, okay, and to be able to have a sense of self regarding this, and courage. The word courage is coming through, guys. My video is about to cut out, but I hope you got something out of this reading. There's positive communication coming in for someone, so rest assured in that, okay? So namaste is actually coming through, so namaste, and peace be on your journey, guys. Thank you for watching this reading. I love you guys heaps, so thanks for your patience. See you.